I'm Rebecca. Welcome to YouBuild, your invitation to experience a new approach to American-made quality wood furniture, closets, cabinets, and other items for your home and office. It's custom quality made simple. In this video, we're going to learn how to assemble items from the easy YouBuild libraries. There are really just a few basic assembly techniques. Once you understand them, you can put together anything within the easy YouBuild collection. Watching this video is sure to help you organize your assembly process and make for a rewarding experience. Here's a list of the tools and other supplies you might need to assemble and complete your easy YouBuild project. Let's start with the wooden parts. The first step is to group the parts into their individual structures. A structure can be a single item, like a cabinet box. It's made of a back, top, bottom, sides, shelves, and doors. Other items, like this desk, are made up of several structures. You will assemble each drawer separately, then the back, sides, and top, and then put them all together. First, notice that every part has a label. Please don't remove them until your YouBuild is finished. They will offer guidance as to the assembly sequence and which parts to connect with other parts. To group the parts with their mates, just put the like symbols together. The parts with the orange diamonds go together, for example, just like the yellow circles and the green triangles, and so on. Now that we have a stack of parts for each structure, the next step is to separate out any drawer parts. If your YouBuild doesn't have any drawers, obviously you don't have to do this. Check each part label. It will tell you if the part is for a drawer and will also tell you which drawer. Set them aside. Now that you have the parts grouped by structure, you can begin to assemble them. Easy YouBuilds use a type of joint called a lock joint. As you can see, the joint has a tab on one part and a slot on the mating part. Lock joints are held together with a cam lock fastener made up of a pin that is screwed into one part and the cam lock that is pressed into the other part. We recommend that you first install all of the pins and cam locks into the pre-drilled holes in your wooden parts. Use a Phillips head screwdriver for the pins. You might be able to push the cam locks in place, but occasionally you'll need a little tap from a hammer to seat them completely. If you have a cordless drill, you can hand start all of the pins on a part, then carefully screw them in using the drill. Make sure to set the torque setting low enough that you fully seat the pin, but don't indent the surface of the part. After all the pins and cams are in place, it's time to assemble. But how do you know which parts go with which? The answer is called assembly marks. If you look at most of the parts, you'll notice a pattern of holes or notches on all of the joints. Parts with matching assembly marks will fit together. Notice that when assembled, these assembly marks are totally hidden. The instructions that come with your YouBuild show you step by step how to assemble. In cases where parts fit together more than one way, assembly marks will show you exactly how they join. Just make sure the marks have the same pattern and match them up. Most easy items aren't too complex, but remember, the full sequence is always shown on one of the instruction sheets you get with your YouBuild package. All right, let's see how these lock joints work. Use the Phillips head screwdriver to tighten the cam, but don't over-tighten. Now you can proceed to assemble all your structures. Then assemble the drawers the same way. For drawers, group the parts for each drawer. Install the pins and cam locks, then assemble in the proper sequence, guided by the label coding and assembly marks. Now we're ready for final assembly and some finishing touches. Drawers in the Easy collection use slot slides, which make drawer installation a snap. Simply slide the drawer in place. You'll need to first trim the extra edge banding at the front of the slot with a utility knife. Make sure you trim back the edge banding enough so that it doesn't get caught when the drawer is pulled out. There are a couple of things you can do which will make the drawer slide much easier. Using 120 grit sandpaper, sand and slightly round the lower outside edges of the bottom edge where it rides in the slot. Then apply a paste wax liberally to the slot and the bottom slide edges, and then slide the drawer in. If your YouBuild kit is unfinished wood, you should apply your final finish before applying any paste wax. Now, let's look at attaching the doors. Easy designs use pocket door hinges. One side of the hinge fastens to the cabinet wall, and the other side has a cup that fits into a pocket machined into the door. They're easy to install and adjust. This back piece is called a hinge plate, and it attaches to the cabinet side. Locate the marks machined into the inside cabinet wall. These indicate where the hinge plate mounts. Align the holes with the marks and screw them in place. Again, never over-tighten the screws. Now, push the cup into the pocket cut into the door. Align the hinge holes with the marks and screw that part into place. Now, all you have to do is snap the hinge together. There are several adjustments on the hinge so that you can get the perfect fit and alignment. And guess what? You're almost done building. You can touch up any sharp edges using a fine sandpaper, but be sure not to sand any finished surfaces. On pre-finished wood, use paste wax to touch up any edges you might have sanded. Now you can remove the labels. If decorative hardware is included in your YouBuild, install the knobs and pulls in the pre-drilled holes provided. So that's it. You're done. As you've seen, YouBuild Easy projects are very straightforward to assemble with strong and sturdy results. We think you'll see why we say that YouBuild is custom quality made simple.